Okay, thanks for the question. I think I understand what you're asking. So why am I using Cloudflare's SSL certificate and not using Let's Encrypt, which is generated by your hosting if you're using cPanel? So when I first started using Cloudflare for my clients, I was doing exactly that. I was using the cPanel Let's Encrypt certificates for them. And what was happening is when it came time to renew them, they were failing because, and someone might be able to correct me on this because this is what my understanding and my experience has been. It's a problem with verification. So the way Let's Encrypt renews and issues certificates is by verifying that the domain is pointing to the server that's requesting the certificate. So when it comes time to renew, what was happening is that it wasn't able to verify because the DNS for the domain was actually pointing to Cloudflare and it wasn't actually pointing to the server. And as a result, the verification was failing and then the SSL certificate wasn't renewed. That's obviously a problem because you wouldn't know and the website goes down basically because there's no certificate on it. So, just from doing my own research and looking into things, I found that Cloudflare offer their own certificates. These come with a load of benefits, which I'll explain to you in a second. And that's the reason why I use the Cloudflare SSL certificates over the built-in Let's Encrypt ones. So the other benefits are, okay, so first of all, just simplifying the configuration of everything. So you're already using Cloudflare for the CDN, you're already using it for all the security benefits. So why not use them for the SSL certificate as well? Because they'll manage the life cycle of it, they renew it, they do everything, and obviously they know their system. So for me, it just makes more sense to have it all in one place. Another benefit is that they use edge certificates, which means that the termination of the SSL certificate actually happens closer to the user. Now, because Cloudflare is like a global network, it just means that it happens closer to the user, which just means less delay, less load time, and less latency. So that is another benefit. One downside that you need to be aware of is that if at any point you decide to pause Cloudflare on a domain, there'll be no SSL certificate because it only works while the domain is going through Cloudflare. So if you pause it, it might not work. But look, hopefully that helps understand why I use Cloudflare SSL certificates for my clients' websites.